coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Anthony McFarland, his first carry of the ball game. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Number 2.
A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On 1st down, McFarland. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. McFarland running out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. Now they set up a screen for McFarland. Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Out of his end zone, Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way to the opposite 45.
Complete to
a big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Steelers, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now he dumps this off over the middle. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Eluding the pressure right, and that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Drive about to get started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the... It got his man, complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Hurry. Top going. Kill. Hurry.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Mayfield on 1st down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown,
Nick Chubb,
Cleveland.
his third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And it is now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there, and they end up making the play.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They go play action. Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And the Browns 1st down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as he'll go from the 47 now on first down. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Number 2.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Mayfield finding Beckham. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Complete.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and goal.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the Browns are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns add on to their lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Browns 28, Steelers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. The last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
First down, Cleveland.
Keep giving it to him. Come on, keep giving it to him. Let's go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Kings. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 57's mic.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. This is caught. It's a big play there for the Browns. 59 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns continue to roll.
For the extra point.
That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with the touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set.
You can't block me. You can't.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Man, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on it.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. And that'll be marked down as their 1st sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back, and they did a great job in the 1st half. But now they've gotten their 1st sack here in the 2nd half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. Blue down. Mike.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally. But he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Their own 22-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now back to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
55's my guy, 55. Hey, alert 33. Check right. Watch 55. I got you, son. I got you.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And the Browns' first down.
All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Now let's get there.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Let's 57. Switch up. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. I got it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hurry. Mike 55.
Mayfield with it once more. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
First down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA.
We go. Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Hey, hurry.
And again, it's Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Touchdown.
Austin Hooper. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are pouring it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Browns 42, Steelers 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
They're going to need some therapy. Real. 50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That catch good for only a couple.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 17-yard line.
Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Push him back.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Buying time to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to pour it on. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them, because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
21, the ball.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Number 21.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's out to the left and complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A huge play there on the screen pass. 42 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield hands get Chubb on the draw. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
On the play, brings up 2nd and 10. At the 26-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run it again with Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Eddie Pinheiro on now. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash.
39-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further.
Steelers.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Mack Wilson in there to drop him. It sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And